That's why I spoke about we need foreigner. Yes, why they cannot, the security, I mean, how many police people we have here in the country, they cannot handle that Jack Mania is in the stadium in Tangerang. We have to go with Panzer, with the tanks again to the football game. I mean, so it's a very interesting team. And they want to make also the next step. Why not one day? Because I am young. No, I'm not so young.
How are you today, Coach?
Yeah, better than Saturday. So, yeah, we had a good meeting yesterday with the guys. We spoke about the game because it was
Ideal result.
No, not about the result, because you can lose a football game, but the kind of how we played football, this is not acceptable. And the guys, they know this also, that yeah, we played one of the worstest games since I am here. And now today we had in the morning already a gym session, and we prepare now the game against Persib. So the mood is good. You know, important you speak honestly and directly to the guys, because I mean everybody know that he played not the best football.
Yes.
And because also Persita Tangerang was not a good game from them, but they played a little bit more aggressive, and this was enough to beat us. And yeah, I mean a lot of teams when they play against us play like this, so we have to know this and to put more inside.
Is that a staple of your coaching methods? Openness with the players, let them give feedbacks to you and you give feedbacks to them?
For me, it's always important that we are very honest with each other. That the player, they know how to handle me also, because everybody is angry after a losing game. But this cannot be that I don't know, that I'm not speaking for days with the guys, and because we are human, so everybody can make mistakes. And yeah, no, it was a good meeting, was a good video analysis yesterday, and now the focus is everybody know we have to give a lot of more % than in the last game, and then we can win football games again.
So that brings me to my second question, because the management give you a target to win the title in this season, but with the situation that's going on with Ferrari situation, the recruitment situation, how are things in general for you in Persija so far?
More the targets, you know. I mean, everybody can speak about targets. Of course, it's nice also to win the 12th title, but you have to work also like this. And the preparation was not good. I mean, also a lot of players, they came late. Preparation, and so it's nice. It's good to hear that the board and everybody has a lot of confidence in my work, in the work of my coach team, in the player. But we have to be always with our feet on the ground, because it's easy to say something, but you have to do this also. For example, we have not 6 foreigners in the squad, you know, and Marco, he is now for 6 weeks out. I mean, we have not the second striker, you know. We have Sandy, he is now with the army somewhere. Ferrari is with the police somewhere, the police academy. Maybe they make a new film also. And then we have Aji. Aji played last season in the second league. I mean, all the pressure is at the moment with him, and all the other teams, they have foreign striker. And that's why I'm not satisfied with the situation. I have to be honest. But we are working. And so the player, they know this. And yeah, now we missed also Hansamu, injured. Yesterday, Reski, he had a problem with the ankle. So at the moment, the football god is not on our side. And that's why I don't want to speak about targets at the moment. You know, you can speak about targets when everybody make his homework. When everybody work like you can be champion. But the preparation was not like this. We have to be honest. And now we have to do the best and to give the best. So we will see what's happening. We have to think game by game. It's so easy to say, oh, Persija, we want to be champion. Maybe one day I want to be also, I don't know, to have 10 houses also, I don't know. Or, you know, you can have a dream, but this has to be realistic also. We have a lot of young players, we have new players. A lot of players are not fit because Kudi was injured. Gaius came very late. Now, no really preparation. That's why nobody has to speak about championship at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
No.
So this is your second season. I want to know what your opinion on the development of the whole competition in the Indonesian Football League. Like, what's the difference between last season and current season?
We played now some games. I think a lot of teams, they had a good transfer summer. They built up teams very strong. And and we are a little bit behind. So we have to see also the next games, how is the situation. I mean, in the same time, last year, after 4 games, we had also 5 points. Because a lot of players came also late. The first game in Bali we lose. Preparation was so. And I think the Indonesian football, I was surprised a little bit. Last season I saw a lot of good games. But I saw also a lot of games not good.
Okay.
I mean, when I saw now Persita Tangerang against Persija Jakarta, this was not a nice football. And maybe from Tangerang, maybe the aggressivity or so, this was okay. But both teams, they lose so many balls. So many not really actions in front of the goals. I mean, we never shoot one time to the goal. That's why I spoke about we need foreigner, but it's not possible more because the transfer window closed. Because a football game, you have to score. Last season, we scored 30 goals with a foreigner. And so the rest was 17 or 18 goals from our other guys. It's not enough to win a championship. So everybody has to give more in the front to create more chances. And but we could see also in the training session, we changed the rhythm. A lot of players, they had a development, but sometimes they come back to the old muster. And this can always happen. That's why it's so important also that our foreigner, they are there. They give balance in the team, but when the foreigner, they have also some problems. They are not really fit. They don't have a really preparation. So then they are thinking more for themselves in this moment because they are also not so good in the game. Then we have problems like in the weekend. Okay. So and that's why it for me is important. We have a long trainings week now, and the player, they have some minutes more in the leg for training. And we will see a completely different face on Sunday, I'm sure.
Maybe speaking about the competition in Liga Satu again, can you pick a few matches in the Liga Satu contestants that might be quite difficult for your team to play against, or any opposition that has a special impression when they come up against your team?
I think it's, everybody he play against Persija. You can see this when you see the videos also 1 week before. Sometimes it's a slow motion football, and when they play against us, they give always more. I don't know why, but maybe in Germany it's the same. When they play against Bayern, I don't know. It's very difficult to play against every team, of course, because every team has always some interesting player inside. And when we are not 100% concentrated, we will have problems like in the weekend also. And this is not about better team or not better team. Football, you know, you have to win your duel. Yeah. And that's why it's a lot of difficult games. We have some problems when we play outside, also in the last season. Now we lose our first game in this season also in Tangerang. No fans. Jackmania is not in the stadium. They could also push the guys a little bit. This was forbidden. So it's also not a advantage for us when we go to play outside and our fans cannot come. It's also not correct. So
The rules, the regulations, you mean?
yes, why they cannot? The security. I mean, how many police people we have here in the country?
Yeah.
They cannot handle that. Jackmania is in the stadium in Tangerang. We have to go with Panzer, with the tanks again to the football game. I mean, it's also not correct. We are sitting from the hotel until the stadium, 30 minutes inside. It is 45 degrees inside. We have also players, they are told, they are sitting there for 40, 45 minutes or more, or 30 minutes and more. It's not a good preparation. It's not good, you know. Now you are loving, but I am the coach. Yeah. You know, this is not correct. The preparation is a disaster. It's a disaster, believe me. And then we start with warm-up, and then Marko Simic get injured. So everything is coming at the moment together. It's not good.
One of your worst periods in your coaching career?
No, last season was a lot of more. Because when my national player, they were not here, the under-23 player were not here. You know, and then the league stopped also for 2 months because of the tragedy. So, I mean, a lot of things happen here in Indonesia. And yeah,
Were you
we are used
surprised
this already.
with the
In
challenges
this.
that you faced for the last
This
year?
is the first time for me in my life that I go with the tank in the football stadium. I mean, also for the player, for the foreign player. It's not nice to play football like this. No. You know, maybe for the people from outside it's normal, but when you sit inside in this tank, it's not nice. And you know you have to play football now. I mean, when I would be football player, I was thinking what I do here. Sure.
You certainly on the sidelines, you like to wear plain clothes. You like to wear just shirts, t-shirts. Is that because of the...
Because I have the whole week, I have the Persija shirt on the trainees. And then for me, is you know, I feel well with my private things when I go to the game, because the game is always something special. And in the weekend, I had something from Persija, but it was not lucky. So we lose the game. I mean, in the weekend, maybe I don't put this here.
Oh, are you that kind of superstitious guy?
Yeah, no, normally not. Normally not. I decide this always in the game day. I put the color. This is for me is not so important. Only that I feel well, you know, and is for me was never so important. Sometimes I like to stay with sporty things. Sometimes with the shirt. Yes. I am also in the age now. I can do what I want, and it's not. I'm not more 20 years old. So that means not that I don't love Persija because I don't have the shirt. So no. I mean, this is not important.
How is your Indonesian language?
No, I'm very lazy with this. Very, very lazy. So, for me, it's always important that I every day I learn more words in English also. But I like to listen your language. It's very nice. Bahasa is a fantastic language with nice words also. When I hear my player, when they speak between, it's very, very nice to hear. So I would be happy when I can speak some sentences more, also to understand something. But at the moment was more important that we learn English. We have an international coach team, so it's no time to speak Bahasa between us.
Do you have a Bahasa Indonesia teacher maybe?
No. But our assistant coaches, they are Indonesian guys also. But it's very difficult. Normally you have to sit every day 1 hour, 2 hours to write also some words and to learn also some words, and but we are lazy. Sorry for this.
It's okay.
Coach, your impression Indonesia food? Any for food?
I eat every day rice. I never ate rice.
You never ate rice before?
Never. Only pasta. So now every day I eat rice. Yeah, we have to be a little bit careful. When we came, we were eating a lot of times also outside, and we had some stomach problems.
Okay.
But it's not because the food is not good.
It's spicy?
Maybe no spicy. The guys, they eat spicy, me not. But maybe somebody cooked this different, and we were a little bit careful. And when I think about nasi goreng or also other food, is very special. One day I was sitting with the board on the table, and we could eat with the hand also. So for me also new, because normally we have the fork and the knife. It's very special, very good food. And the first time when I was in the hotel, we went a lot of times in the Kemang area, and there was an Indonesian restaurant. So I was a lot of times inside, and always good.
Okay, coach. So, what is your opinion about this training ground, and is it satisfactory for your team's needs and demands?
I mean, we had only one pitch until last year. They prepared this here also for the youth academy. It's fantastic because sometimes in the afternoon, now thanks God it's not so much rain, but I remember, so October, November, also start of the year was a lot of afternoon was raining. We had to cancel training and to come inside. This is a big one touch that we have something. Of course, you cannot train too long and too often here because it's also not good for the legs. And now we build up another pitch there. It's not at the moment not ready, but I think in some weeks it's ready. Yeah, Persija do something. You know, it's good to see, and step by step. Now we are waiting also for our machines for the gym, you know, and other things also. So step by step, things what we need, because I told you in the morning we were in the gym in Jakarta. Normally we can do everything here because the place is there, and we are waiting that the machines are coming, and then we can also our gym session we can do here.
I see. So, how would you rate the youth setup here, the youth setup in Persija, and how do you balance like the team's demand for a win and giving those youngsters a chance?
Well, I think youngsters, they decide this alone with the performance. And then I liked always to see talents also. Last season, our team was not so, we had not so many players. And that's why we asked sometimes to use somebody from the youth academy to come. And then we saw some interesting player. And of course, we don't send them more away because they could help us also in some games. They can have a development. They can play some minutes. I mean, also experienced player, they are sometimes injured. Foreigner are injured. And then you have to use your time when you play. You have to show that you are ready. And everybody, in the end, he decides this alone. Okay, I give them the chance. We open the door, but they have to walk alone into the door. And and they can make mistakes also. It's not a problem because they are young, they can learn. And we are open for this.
Yeah, do you have any messages for young people who are in the Persija Academy trying to break into the first team? Do you have any messages for them?
Well, not only for our player, also in general, because the most important thing is that you put your heart on the pitch, that you want to learn, that you go with motivation on the pitch, that you want to get every day better. Because we have also a lot of young players, they are lazy, they think everything is easy. But football is fighting, football is duel in offense, in defense. So, and then is coming the technique and all the other things are coming out. But first of all, you need a good own motivation. This is the most important thing, and yeah, maybe in the last years changed a little bit, because in my time, or also the time later, a lot of guys, they played always outside, on the street, in the park, and they learned a lot on the street. Now they are more with the computer, with the phones, communication is different, everything is in internet, and you know, and this is what we miss a little bit the last time. So the last years, that is also, I mean, in Jakarta it's not so easy to find a place, a football field, and then the temperature is very hot, and I mean, this is very important, because they learn a lot also when they play between, when they are young, you know, in the school. Or, yes, a good motivation is very, very important. You know, you can be always a friendly guy, but on the pitch you have to be different.
You have to have character, right?
Yes.
So, PSSI appointed Frank Wormuth as their new technical director. What do you think maybe of his arrival?
Yeah, welcome. It's a German guy, and yeah, is absolute top man. I think he trained coaches also in the academy to get the pro license. So he has a lot of experience in theory, in practice. Now the last years he was successful in a small club in Holland, in Almelo also. He make a great job. So I heard only positive things, and I'm sure that the Indonesian league, that the Indonesian federation, that they will profit from him, from the experience. He can help also coaches. He can give his input inside. So I am happy that he is really a top man. And I am happy that came not somebody, he has already the career behind him. He is somebody, he want to change really something. You know?
Do you know him personally?
No, we never met, but I heard a lot of good things from colleagues. They get the pro license, they worked with him, and this is very important, because he was never working in the Bundesliga or somewhere, but he know everything about football. He know about pressing situation. He know about the defense work. He know about how you have to be with to handle a football team, how you have to be with a single player. So he can give a lot of inputs for the federation. He's a very interesting man. And I hope that I will call him now, then maybe today also. He's maybe already in Jakarta, to meet him also soon.
So it's nice to have someone from Germany.
Yeah, I'm happy that a really good man is coming.
Okay.
And not somebody, I don't know, he's coming only for holiday.
So in what aspects do you think Indonesian football can learn from German football? Too much. I think
it's not so important also to learn from German or from French, from English, because I mean every country, the mentality is different. Okay. I am happy when I see my guys every day in training. Okay, the game in the weekend was a disaster, and they know this also. But when I see them, how they are coming every day here, they come. With motivation. They like to train, they like to learn every day. And you know, I mean Hansamu and Rico and also Andritani and so, they were already out from the national team and from the view. And now they are in the focus, they are back also, and they could show to everybody in Indonesia we can play football, because the season before was not good. And this is good to see. The guys, they want to learn. The guys, they want to make the next step. And doesn't matter you are 29 or 30, you can always learn something, you know. And I have an Italian assistant coach. I am German. The goalkeeper coach is from Czech. The athletic coach is from Cyprus, so the roots from Scotland. And everybody bring input into the team. And I think the guys, they know this also, and they can learn every day something. They are happy to train. This is my feeling also. And to make the next step. And yeah, we can help them.
Okay, one last question. Maybe one last question. Are you interested in managing our national team maybe one day, Indonesian national team?
But they don't have a trainer now, a coach?
No.
They
one
have
day.
a coach?
They have a coach now, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Maybe one day after Coach Chant.
Man, no, my focus is Persija. My focus is Persija. And when Persija, when they say one day we cannot see your face more, you never know. You never know. Because now I know already the mentality from Indonesian. I know a lot of player, also national player. So it's a very interesting team. And they want to make also the next step. Why not one day? Because I am young. No, I'm not so young now. But it's always difficult to speak about this also because I am under contract. The coach is under contract. I don't know, and this is not in our hands. And so we will see always, because we are living in here and now, and not in the past and not in the future. So we have a lot to do here.
Okay, Coach Thomas. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya Bola Spotter.